Good morning and welcome to Swiss Cheese Trails. Today we're going to start a new hike. This is section 6 of the Alpine Panoramic Trail. Very excited for today. I've gone a little bit out of order. If you watched me on segment 3, I ended up at the base of Santis and there was a lot of snow. And so I've jumped to segment 6 because of all that snow. And I'll show you what is going on here. So way up at the top, Hinterhole that's segment 5. So that would have been, that's the segment right before this one. That's at 1,400 meters. The snow starts, you can just kind of see it over here. The snow starts at about 1,000 meters. Here in Amden, we're at 900 meters. So segment 5 comes across the pass to the top of the chairlift, and then down, and here we are at the bottom of the chairlift. So this is Amden stop. The train comes right through these towns. So Siebnen, we passed through, stopped at, and then if you do this, make sure you sit on the left-hand side of the train, and then you take the train to Ziegelbrücke. Then you jump on the bus, which takes you up here to Amden. If you're going to take that bus, sit on the right hand side going up the mountain, left hand side going down the mountain, because this is the view you get when you're doing that. So what we have today is 26 kilometers. That's about 16 miles, and most of it is downhill. So we have about 2,000 feet to go downhill, and very little ascent. So once we hit the valley floor, we're pretty much at level. Hi, I realized I didn't get a lot of video of the town of Amden, so but I turned back on so you can see the peaks around us, and hopefully you can see the snow line right up above. It's very, very neat to be able to see such a clear snow line on a meadow. I wanted to get some of these flowers, some of these houses here. We all romanticize the small Swiss towns in the mountains, or a Swiss chalet. Well, we're walking through one of those towns. Boy, look at these views. The Walensee, which is the lake down here, the Walensee. I'm going off trail here for a second. Goes all the way back on its way to Chur. Of course, the Walensee ends at Wallenstadt, the main city over there. Oh, we've got some cowbells going. Excellent. As you can see, and we'll probably get a better shot of this, but the mountain creates we're on the steep side, by the way. When you're on a train on the other side looking toward us, these are just straight sheer mountains, and they look like teeth, and you can see some of them up here in front of me. I've got the names of those, so when we get a better view of those, I'll start calling them out. On the other side, as we're looking past the cows, there's the sheer cliff and then a plateau, and then we go up the mountain some more, and there's a town on that plateau. I don't know the name of that town, but this is a great example of why they say that in Switzerland they measure distance not linearly but by altitude, because that town up there is completely cut off from the lakefront. There's just no way to get down there. So, you know, if you're up on this plateau, those are your neighbors. And people may be closer, but down on the lakefront, but there's no way to get to them. Now, if we go down, this plateau does kind of keep going behind this house, and we get over to the ski resort and some of the sporting areas that are over there. Whew! Okay, I was going fast. That little field of cows, well, I just had to cross them, and these guys do have their horns on. So I just wanted to turn on the video after I got through. I'm safe. They didn't really like me. I'm not sure that I like them. but as you can see, this is well worth taking. And I'm in a beautiful farm field. We've already passed through some cow grazing. There's cow fences up all around here. So these are the flowers that the cows for section 6 of the Alpine Panoramic Trail are grazing. The Alp Casa, if they have some, which I'm sure they do, is what you'd want to be aiming for. Those high peaks over there, that is part of the Kerr-Fursten range. Those are teeth-like peaks, and the peaks are around 2,200 meters, which is about 7,500 feet. And then the teeth, the lower part of those mountains are about 200 meters, lower, which is about 650 feet. And there's a series of them. I think there's about 7 of these different teeth peaks, all at about 2,200 meters. So, pretty spectacular. I think I'm going to walk down that way anyway, even if that is not on path. That looks like a better walk. First palm tree. There are palm trees in Switzerland. Just sort of seeing back in here. There's a palm tree. Yeah. Wow. So this is the Walensee. Yeah, it's chilly, but not as cold as I thought it would be, but we're pretty shallow right there. Well, that path was a dead end at the lake. So I'll go back to the street and continue on, but for now, this is a quick snack place. If you spin around, obviously somebody else has been here quite a few times. What a great corner of the world here. Ryan, shout out. What would you do right now? I think you'd be in the water. I don't think this would even be a decision. Ryan's over at Hike 360 VR. Just click on over there. Right now you're on YouTube already or on the website. Click on over to the US 360 daily videos. I think Neil would be a full yes here. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to jump in. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. I don't often go off trail, and I don't often, when I do go off trail, I'm always concerned. I'm off trail and I am not concerned at all, and this is why. What a town. There's wine growing up here. And now we can start to see those tooth mountains. Holy cow. And so all this water is now headed to Lake Zurich. And for the rest of today, we're going to be walking along the canal here. Oh, I did go in. Where I went in is right at these trees, right, that farthest point. I went into my ankles, and it's cold. It's really cold. Welcome back. This is the way most of the walk's going to be for the next 12 miles. $20 kilometers, something like that left. So I am between the towns of Wyoming and Ziegelbrücke. Train tracks are right here. This is kind of a choke point of the main plateau. We're gonna head up here. The peaks kind of create a narrower valley. That's where Ziegelbrücke is. Trails. We're in the town of Niederrunen. This is just a side creek here, and if we spin around, the little castle up there. So I've been walking through this town, kind of from one side of the valley to this side of the valley, and we've had this, you know, glorious area view, and now we're going to turn from going south. We're going to go west. Great little town here. Not really sure why we just couldn't have made that turn, but I guess we got a better look at the castle and the church. Oh, this is how you get up to the castle. Look at that. I love these. Oh, cool. A little back alley action. The address is 1C. We are at the beginning. What I really turned on for to show you is we are walking through a gun range. Literally walking through a gun range. If you spin around, you'll see the targets. This happens more than you think it might. And so you have to be aware. It's not open today. A lot of times Sundays are open, depends on the range. Welcome back. I'm actually just past the halfway point. All the video I've taken to this point, still only halfway there. Beautiful hawk up there. I turned on now because I'm decided to eat my lunch. Today I got at the local bakery, the Steiner. It is a old favorite. Pretzel brawn, egg salad, pickle, and tomato. They used to do this sandwich unbeatable. Egg salad with a little bit of bacon on a pretzel croissant. Oh, well, this is cool. All right, up in here you can see the boulders still laying in the field here. I like that look. I like that look a lot. Hey, I'm outside of Reichenberg, and this is somewhat unexpected. It's been a lot of cement and road and paved path walking, and then we hit this nice lake. So today's hike has been, it's mile 13, so I still have about an hour left, but this is pretty much the way it ends up. We still have some good mountain views behind us. We're going to encounter some more mountains as we go in, and of course the next segment we go up to Einzelden, and that's all mountain, and the Seal Lake, and it's just that's definitely worth. This has been worth. And there's the church bell in the distance. Figured might as well get that in too before we finish out. Swiss cheese trails going on from segment 6 to segment 7. Pretty beautiful lake here. Talk to you soon. Now, is this a western US scene or what? And this is Wyoming, Colorado right here. Hey guys. More horses up here. I guess these are pens. I don't know much about cattle or horse raising, but this definitely looks like some pens. I'm almost in Siebnen, which is the end of the hike, and I ran across these guys. Another curiosity. Their necks are really long. I guess it's alpaca. I don't know. If you guys know, make a comment. We are 15 miles, 6 hours. I'm gonna guess that's what, about 25 kilometers. Some new roof work. Just that the trail turns into the country after all the valley walking. We're right next to the train tracks, and then we turn off. So I've done a lot of looking to make sure that this isn't section 7. It's still part of section 6, and we're gonna go up and around into Siebnen, but the trail takes us to the center of town, and the train station is Siebnen-Wengen, and so that's a little bit farther down back toward the tracks. So nice view though. Oh, there's a parasailer right here. Lots of sports, and you can see we are definitely entering a bigger town. If you're spending the night here, looks like there's accommodations, but you know, I like the day trip out of Zurich. Well, the train tracks are down there. I have to go back. I think there's a white, either a chapel or a crane tower. That's where I've got to go for the train. And then section 7 will track up this way, and just behind that ridge there toward Einzelden. Lake See is right up there, right over that ridge. Nice view from up here. Still get some Whitecap Mountains. All right, I am finally at the end of segment 6, the beginning of segment 7. The church and the main circle here is what indicates it. This is another crossing point for the National Trail number 4 and number 3. Number 4 and number 3 both started back at the exact same place, the Kornhaus in Rorschach, up by the Bodensee. I think I got those right now. And so they've gone a little bit different paths. Number 3, which we're on the Alpine Panorama, went through the mountains of Santis, the Alpstein Massive, and Santis. And 4 went more down by St. Gallen. And now 4 is going to cut, I think, a little farther north than we are. Number 3, we're going to go up to Einzelden, so we're going to go right back into the mountains. And I think number 4, well, they'll go with us for a little bit, but I think they stay a little north and cut through over by the Seal River hike that you'll see on video in another week or 2. So that's where we are now, and train station is down this way, following the river stream here. Really cool power plant back up there, and so anyway, here we are.